Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, 2 weeks back in my area, Chivinge sub-county, which is in Mps South, some people came and they say they were URA officials. So they told the farmers that they are going to start taxing the coffee plantations according to the acreage. So I want the Ministry of Finance to come and tell us, is it true you are going to start taxing the coffee farmers according to the coffee actually plantations according to their acreage?
Honorable Minister for Finance.
Mr. Speaker, Uganda Revenue Authority is responsible for tax administration in this country, what we call collection of taxes. The policy aspects of taxation are spearheaded by Ministry of Finance through the tax laws which are passed by this House. I have been a member of Parliament for the last 14 years, responsible for reviewing tax laws on an annual basis. I therefore can competently tell which tax we have and which tax we don't have in accordance with the tax laws. Mr. Speaker, in all our existing tax laws, we have no provision that requires coffee farmers to be levied a tax on an acreage basis or any other basis. Therefore, those people who went to his constituency, we regard them as masqueraders. They are not from URA.
Thank you. Honorable Sir Maureen.
Tobacco farmers from West Nile. Ministry of Finance released this money in the second quarter. Up to now, the Ministry of Trade has refused to pay these farmers. And I even now have information the ministers have halted that process. So can you come and explain why you have refused to pay the farmers or when you are going to pay them so that we know there's no intent to enfranchise our communities?
Thank you. Honourable Minister for Finance.
Mr. Speaker, it is true we received the resources to clear the compensation for tobacco growers in West Nile. We have finished the verification process and all the requirements that we needed to pay the money, and the money will be paid soon. We do apologize, it has delayed, but very, very soon, Honorable, it will be paid.
And what is the cause of the delay, Honorable Minister? There must be a cause of a delay.
The cause was to do with verification because we want to make sure that the person who received the funds is the one who is entitled to receive so that we don't have problems in the future.
Thank you. So expedite the process.
The earlier communication at the correspondences had made to the ministry when there were signs of the crack of the bridge. They did not respond until last week when the bridge was completely cut off and it collapsed. My prayer is that the Minister of Disaster and Works come together and fix the bridge because UNORA claim they are now back to the ministry. And there is nothing they can do apart from the Ministry of Works itself.
No, honorable colleagues, in the session we take one issue because we take 5 questions, so a member can only take in one. Yes, Honorable Minister.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. We had not known the bridge collapsed, but I'm going to get in touch with them.
Right Honorable Speaker,
see, your government.
I am a proactive and result-oriented leader. The honorable member who was raised will definitely be connected to the line minister to see how best it can be addressed.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, Honorable.
Maybe, Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Boa doesn't know that we know where these ministers sit. When matters are raised in Parliament, they have gone beyond the meeting between me and the minister. I don't think there is any minister in Uganda here who I want to see through Honorable Boa. I can walk to their offices. The reason questions are asked here, we come here to represent people who need these answers in Parliament. Otherwise, if it becomes a matter of you linking us with the ministers, linking this one with the minister, that's another way of doing parliamentary work. We need the answers here, all of us, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, Honorable colleagues.
Honorable Nakadama committed itself that they will table the fisheries and aquaculture regulations within 1 week. As a response to one of my prayers, after raising an issue of a boat that capsized with victims who are handcuffed. Right, Honorable Speaker, it is 2 months. We've not gotten any information or update, and the minister has been here. So I don't even know whether she has gone, because I thought it would be procedure right for her to give us an update. Because also, right, Honorable Speaker.
Let the minister give us an update tomorrow, okay? Let's make it very easy, okay? Honorable Rope. Colleagues, the leader of opposition needs space.
Right, Honorable Speaker, we have done regional consultations, and we are now left with Lake Yoga, and the report will be put together to hand to Solicitor General.
So how much time do you need, Honorable Minister, from your observation?
We need 2 months again, right, Honorable Speaker.
Yeah, but you see, Honorable colleagues, it does not help for a minister to say, I need 2 months, and then we say, no, go doing, and it's a consultative process. And one of the advantages of me sitting in the cabinet was knowing how ministers struggle to get space on the cabinet agenda. So since she has asked for 2 months, let's grant the 2 months, but we know that's our deal with the Honourable Minister. So that we don't come back here, we rotate on this issue. You made us pass a law, okay? It was your law. We just need your own regulations to implement your law. Okay, Honourable Minister?
Most obliged, right, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. So, Honourable.
For the last, some 6 months, some 4 months, some 2 months, and the reason is that the Ministry of Public Service was actually integrating their system from one to another. So, right, Honorable Speaker, it left me wondering. Actually, one of them said that some people have ways of surviving, but look at the majority lower police officers, constables. If somebody takes 6 months without salary, how do you expect this person to survive with his family? So, right, Honorable Speaker, I'm raising this matter so that the Ministry of Public Service can actually explain where the problem is. Even if you are integrating your systems, whatever it is, it shouldn't take 6 months. So maybe this is why we are having a lot of, police officers. Some of them are harsh. Some of them are so rude. So what exactly is happening?
Thank you.
Can the Minister of Public Service or Minister of Finance explain why people would go without salaries? Thank you.
Thank you. Honourable Minister for Finance, have you released money for the finance? Why aren't they having salaries?
Mr. Speaker, I need time to check because as far as I know, under normal circumstances, every public office of government should be. So I need to check where the challenge is, but it's not from the financing side. It could be something else.
Yeah, just let's get an oral answer tomorrow in tomorrow's session. Honourable John Faith Magora. Followed by, no. You need space.
I was, Right Honourable Speaker, I thank you for this opportunity. Right Honourable Speaker, I got a leave of this Parliament like a year ago to move a private member's bill to amend the Management Act. And Right Honourable Speaker, and the amendment was popularly supported by this House. I did everything, financial implications. 60 days passed long time ago. Right Honorable Speaker, I beg that we get space, that I do the needful. Simply because, Right Honorable Speaker, we want to help the next parliament so that it can decisively deal with the cancer of supplementary budgeting. It's so critical that the parliament find space and we deal with this issue. I beg your indulgence that you allocate us time to move that amendment to the Public Finance Management Act.
Thank you.
I beg for time, Right Honorable Speaker.
So, honorable private members' bills, I'll get them space after budgeting process, because it's...
Honorable Speaker, pursuant to Article 155 of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda and Section 13 of the Public Finance Management Act 2015, Cap 171, and Rule 148 and 149 of the Rules of Procedure of Parliament, I beg to move a motion for approval of the annual budget for financial year 2025-2026. I beg to move, Right Honorable Speaker.
Is the motion seconded? Chair Finance Committee, Honorable...
It would be meaningless for me to stand up again.
Please, Honorable.
Right Honorable Speaker, normally when we are at this stage, we deal with reports from reports on ministerial settlement from the different sectors. But I'm surprised about this motion, the way it is crafted. At this stage, I don't know whether we are proceeding well, Right Honorable Speaker, whether the right motion now is that one, because normally we would have reports on budget estimates, on ministerial policy settlements. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Now, honorable colleagues, budgeting is a process. Will take us through the process of receiving reports from committees. Otherwise, now each committee would need to move its motion. Okay? So this is how we always handle ministerial policy statements. We receive this motion from the minister, and then we receive all until we conclude with the budgeting process. Till we go, he moves the new motion for committee of supply and all that, and we conclude with the process. Honorable Guzuri.
Accepting to listen to us. Mr. Speaker, this motion we're about to hear is premised on development frameworks that have been developed in this country, and one of which is the NDP4. While processing that document here, the minister made a commitment that before we approve or process the budget, he will come with a clear document specifying how government is investing in various parts of this country so that we deal with the issue of defranchising some communities once and for all. Now here, he's moving a motion to move us to approve the budget without us knowing what is for different parts of this country in the development plan. So would it be procedurally right that you first allow the minister to bring that document he committed on before we move to approve? Because some members here raised concerns about how government is allocating money to places that ideally should not be getting money from government, and is deliberately ignoring some communities that ought to get government attention. You can only be able to answer all these questions if we look at the NDP4 document, which the minister committed to. I therefore invite you, since this budget will be based on the National Development Plan 4, it is important we appreciate what government intends to do in different parts of this country. We already know areas like northern Uganda are very poor.
Thank you, Honorable.